So, welcome for the Sunny Jacob to Indian Social Institute in Bangalore. It has been a great experience for you to be here, and you have been extremely experienced in education, not only in India but also abroad. So, what do you think is the key issues, key issues that needs to be addressed in India education in India today?
First of all, let me express my gratitude to Denzil. Father, I enjoyed meeting you after a long time. And coming to ISI was a long cherished dream for me. And first of all, let me say thank you to you for inviting me. Now, with regards to India's educational system as it is today, in my opinion, a lot of things have to change in the educational scenario. What we see first is, the parents and the students and the education system itself is focusing on more of academic rather than the formation or the holistic formation of the children. That's my overall feeling about education. And of course, certain aspect of that one has been addressed in the new education policy 2020. If you look at the 8 key principles, these have come out very well. So concerns are there. At the same time, efforts also we have to make for changing that negative areas.
In view of the new developments in the country and the world, the advancement of technology, the access to digital media, and so on. um, I mean, and that impact on the students, the influence of AI, and so on. So these are issues that are affecting the modern generation, and new children are totally in a different world than what we grew up with. So, in this context, how do you think that education should be imparted, and how education can bring about peace and harmony, not only within children but also to make them more empathetic and concerned about society?
You are right, Denzil. I think it's the right question you asked me. Today's situation is different than earlier. No? If you look at today's children, I say today's children are intellectually superior but emotionally immature. They are living in a digital world. As a result, what happens is they are more of intellectually knowledgeable, but emotionally there is a disconnect uh, among them. That is very much evident if you look at their academic performances or the school's overall performance, etc. And that is why I think the urgent need is to bring them of more of humane, rather than giving academic knowledge alone. Therefore, a lot of effort has to be made. And again, I'm telling you, national education policy has a certain aspect of, for example, looking at each and every child and their uniqueness. No, unique capabilities of each child must be understood, and accordingly, we need to bring out our educational endeavors to children. I'll tell you just one example. For example, in our schools, children are unable to concentrate for a long time in the classrooms. Their attention span is very little. And they may be also tend to get the cut and paste method of study, rather than going deeper into their intellectual understanding of things or analysis of things, etc. I think these things have to change, and we as educators we must make effort to change this situation in our schools. As a charity begins at home, let us begin ourselves in our schools, much more holistic way of formation. That is what I'm dreaming at. Yeah.
Yeah, so while you are an educationist, I'm here in Indian Social Institute, the head of the Department of Peace and Reconciliation.
Right.
I'm trying to promote peace in society and in colleges, universities, and schools as well. Since you have been working almost all your life in India and abroad with school education, what do you think needs to be done to mold children to be agents of peace and harmony not only among fellow human beings, but also with nature.
Yeah, that's a very, very urgent need. For example, if you look at the whole world, you'll find many countries are torn apart. And within the country also, you see people are highly polarized. And today there are any number of divisions, in the name of religion, in the name of caste, in the name of ethnicity, language, everywhere people are divided. And in a divided society, we can expect only chaos. And actually, we are supposed to have unity and diversity. In fact, the diversity is it's a boon for me. But unfortunately, what we see is division and hatred and also even violence is coming up. And children are also having a lot of anxieties and worries and a kind of disconnect from the society. They are becoming unable to have relationship with one another. That's the level we are going through. I think in this context, peace education, which you started this effort, I really highly appreciate you. This is a great effort which we need to bring out to all the schools. And peace education, I expect, is not only simply an idea, but it has to be practical. And therefore, several initiatives we can take for enabling our children to be peace agents in the future. For example, the children are all affected by digital, no? So rather than that one, we need to make effort to bring people together, interact with one another, and more of collaborative and cooperative efforts in the schools. School programs have to be aiming at that. And one more point is that I think value-based education is important. Today we are concentrating. You look at the councils, the boards, and so on. They are worried about too much of marks. No, everybody wants success, but success is not more important. More important is efficaciousness, enabling people to live together. Even UN, UNESCO, and so on is very clearly said, learning to live together is important. And I think that aspect is so much urgent in India today for the future of our nation.
Yes, for the Sunny Jacob, I think now we just had a workshop on education for peace, and several principals were here, and so on. So, what practical suggestions would you like to give to principals and heads of institutions uh, to promote peace, especially in schools?
Yeah, I think that's a very important effort all of us have to make. First of all, I appreciate this group, those who attended. It was a pan-Indian seminar. People from Northeast, people from West, people from South, everybody came together. And we all are aiming at how to bring out peace education, harmonious existence, etc. in the school much more effectively. And this peace seminar has given a lot of ideas. It was a workshop also, a lot of activities, group sharing, and they came out with a lot of ideas. And I think, I believe very strongly that we cannot achieve alone. We need to network, we need to collaborate, we need to come together, we need to learn from one another. The good practices must be shared. That is the first beginning. And then we strengthen each other. Individually, left to a particular school, it will not be able to contribute much. But when we are all together, we can achieve greater, and we can definitely make an effort to bring modules and texts for peace education in a systematically prepared ones. That we need scholars like you to take the initiative. We are always there to support you, and I hope in the coming days, those who participated here and many more will be participating in the coming sessions, etc., we all work together and make this country a better one for the future generation. Thank you,
Thank you very
Denzil, for the
much.
effort.
Thank you very much for the Sunny Jacob,
Yeah,
and all the best for your immense amount of work that you are doing
thank you.
to promote spirituality, promote peace and harmony, and trying to make our schools, more responsive to the challenges that we face in modern times. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for. It's my pleasure to be with you, and I hope we all together achieve greater things. Thank you very much, and God bless.